This is a step-by-step guide to becoming a profitable trader. No matter where you are in your journey, if you follow these steps religiously, I guarantee you become a profitable trader, if of course you also give it the time. So first of all, we start off with skills. Of course, your skills need to be in a place where they are good enough to provide you with the knowledge and basically make you able to even attempt becoming a profitable trader. What do you need? You need, first of all, the trading terminology. You need to know that this is a candlestick. You need to know that this is market structure. Then there's a downwards market structure, it's a downtrend. You need to know that this is an uptrend, right? You need to know all of these things before you can even attempt learning about trading. Because if you don't know this, how are you going to understand what I'm even saying? So second of all, you need to be able to read the markets. Like I said before, you need to be able to see that there's a downtrend, that these are lower lows, or better said lower highs, and that these are lower lows, and that if this happens right here, you have a market structure shift, you make higher highs and higher lows. These are all fairly simple things that you should be able to understand, and you should be learning to the best of your abilities. So third of all, you need your strategy. And this of course goes without saying, that you need to know a strategy where, for example, whenever this happens, you're entering your position because you know, okay, this is highest probability that we're going up right now. If you don't have a strategy, then this is going to become a very, very difficult journey for you. We will talk about the strategy more in depth in a second. Now, the fourth skill you need to know is you need to understand the risk. You need to understand that if you're taking a position, you're entering right here, your stop loss is right here, and let's say your take profit is right here. So entry, stop loss, TP. You need to understand that this is what you're able to lose. And you also need to be okay with losing this. Let's say this is $1,000, right? Depending on, this is 10 grand now, but depending on your account size and depending on basically the percentages you're risking, that should tell you this is an okay amount to risk. Now, if that's not the case, you might not be understanding risk management correctly. So if you see that you're losing more than you're winning, you're not understanding risk management correctly. You need to be able to make a system where in the end, everything is going to be in your favor and you're going to be able to accept the risk, because that's exactly what you need in trading. If you don't understand the risk you're putting on a trade, you're definitely going to be in a bad place mentally whenever you're in this position. And then the fifth one, this is not really a skill, but I think it is something that, again, you have to learn, is being able to put in money to lose. You need to have X amount of dollars, right? Let's say you need to have at least $1,000 saved up that you're willing to lose before you even attempt going at challenges. If you're not having this and you're starting trading because you want to earn this amount, right? You want to earn $1,000 to be able to do whatever you want, or you want to earn $10,000 a month, whatever. That's the popular figure I see online, the 10K a month. It's going to be very difficult to achieve this without money. You're probably very familiar with it takes money to make money. Of course, trading is an investing game. For the investing game, this is the exact true statement. It takes money to make money. You cannot make money out of thin air with investing. It is going to be very, very difficult. So you already need to have some money behind you before you can attempt going at profit challenges, before you can scale up your own personal capital. If you're not going for profit challenges and you want to trade live right away on your own account, again, realize it's going to take a lot of your own money in order to be able to trade this live and then to become a profitable and a full-time trader, of course. So it takes money to make money and be able to put in money to lose. Now, again, if you don't have this money, take a job, right? Take a job. It's not that difficult. Even if it is like minimum wage, it's fine. Just take something that makes easy money right now. I'm saying easy in the sense of, in the end, it's the most difficult way to earn money by, of course, putting your time on the line in exchange for money. But right now, it's the easiest way because it is the lowest entry to enter. You don't need all of these skills to enter a McDonald's job, for example. But what this will allow you to do is to save up money that you can then put into your skill. What is going to happen? Money plus your skill is going to equal profitability, right? So definitely make sure you're understanding this. And how I always looked at it was that I was an investor of my own. So I would earn money in a minimum wage job, right? And I would invest in myself. This is me. This is me. I would invest in myself. I would invest $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month. I wasn't even earning $2,000 a month, so I couldn't do that. But $1,000 a month or $500 a month, I would basically blow all of that. I'm going to be completely honest with you because I didn't understand the other steps we're needing that I'm going to explain to you inside of this video. I blew all of the money, but the essence is that I was investing into myself. And that is what it's going to take invest in yourself by having a job, save up as much as possible, and then work your way up through the other steps of this blueprint. All right, the second one. This is something that you can already start doing whenever you're not even profitable, right? Whenever you're not full-time trading, this is something that you can do immediately right now once you're done watching this video. This is going to be one of the most, if not the most important step inside of this video, and it's your habits. And this is something that I realized whenever I was 4 to 5 years into the game. It is legitimately what got me profitable, among some of the other steps, of course. This is so important, and I know you have seen it online on every single video that you're watching, and it has become a little bit of a cliche, but it is so immensely true. A little side bonus, what I have found out is in order to have these habits really work, you need to find out your why first. So there's an extra step, find out your why, but that's something that you definitely should be doing before you even start undergoing these steps. But the first habit I would say is waking up. Let's say you're laying in your bed, right? This is your bed, and right here you're laying in it, you're sleeping, there's a blanket over you, you're enjoying, right? You're enjoying, you're sleeping, you're dreaming, whatever. You went to bed the night before without having the pre-intention of waking up early or waking up on time to go after your dreams. Let's say you're waking up at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Pretty nice time, right? I'm waking up at 5. So if we're doing this a complete week, and I'm also waking up at 5 on Saturday and Sunday, and let's say you wake up at 9 every single day, this would mean I have an extra 28 hours on you. I have an extra part-time job every single week on you, right? Because I'm waking up at 5 a.m. I'm not saying this is the thing that you should do, but consider it. Consider what are your dreams worth to you. Consider how much do you want this, how badly do you want this. Because I'm waking up at 5 a.m. every single day, and I'm doing the work. I'm doing my pre-market analysis. I'm reviewing my trades. I'm going over my backtesting. I'm creating these videos for you guys. I'm putting in the work. What are you doing right now, or what is it that you could extra do in order to complete your dreams? Think about that. So waking up early is definitely something you should be doing consistently, on a consistent basis. Now the second one is go to the gym. It looks like these habits are all very secondary to becoming a profitable trader, but nothing could be further from the truth, because if you do these habits right, you're building a very strong foundation for yourself, especially with trading. With trading, the only asset that we have are we, right? This is you, and this is the charts, right? The charts, whatever goes on inside of your head will determine what will go on the charts, or at least the positions that you will take. Of course, you can think as much as you want and don't act on it, then the charts will do whatever they want without you. Regardless, they will do whatever they want without you, but you could take some profits along the way. So making sure this one right here is at its best behavior, you will make sure this one as well as at its best behavior. The only asset that matters in trading is you yourself. So make sure you're optimizing yourself every shape or form. I have this Whoop, right? I got this from my fiance actually, a Whoop, and it basically tracks my health, my sleeping schedule, my workouts, everything. Before this I had an Aura ring, so I was already tracking my sleep, but I have to say that I like this one as I have it on literally day and night. You can also wear your Aura day and night, but I'm not really used to the ring thing yet, right? Maybe after the engagement, I am. But I have things that you can track. Make sure that you are feeding yourself and creating yourself in the best way possible. And of course, by tracking everything you do, you can do this. So the third one, of course, goes without saying, is your diet. Again, everything that goes into your mouth will also have an effect on your brains. So make sure you are doing this and following a diet the best to your abilities. Now the fourth thing is backtesting. Once you have a strategy, you need to make it a consistent habit to backtest. So go back in time and make sure you are backtesting and seeing what price is doing. Because these concepts, they will come back over and over again. The market will always move in some type of segments, but they will always represent as good as the same thing. If you're able to be profitable in 2017, 2018, 2019, you're very probable to also going to be profitable in 2020, 21, 22, 24, and 25. Make sure you're backtesting and make sure you're really staying on top of your game when it comes to your strategy. You will get a lot more confident because of it. You will get a lot more data into your strategy, and you'll really start to understand the strategy, and you really also start to understand why certain things are happening inside of your trades. The fifth one is journaling. Again, goes without saying, I guess, but it is still a thing that so many people don't have as a habit. It is just simple journaling, right? Just writing things down about your psychology, writing things down about how the day went, including some chart markups, reviewing the trades that you've taken, right? All very, very important stuff. If you're not journaling, you can also not review your trades. You cannot see what you've been doing wrong. You cannot see what you've been doing right. And that is something that is very important in your losing streaks. You need to be able to see what you've been doing right so that you can come back to that moment whenever it is not going that well. Then the sixth habit, like I just mentioned, you need to be reviewing the things that you're journaling and backtesting, of course. If you're not reviewing your journal and you're not reviewing your backtesting journal, there is basically no point in doing it, except for maybe a bit of guidance and staying accountable with yourself, maybe a slightly bit of confidence that you're getting from good backtesting results. But if you're not reviewing, there is no point in doing it. So make sure you're also reviewing everything that you journal. Then the seventh one is reading. I marked it down as a bonus one because I don't think you need this to become a profitable trader. But still right now, I've been reading a book a week for the last, 3 months or so. And I really, really like it. I feel like my vocabulary has gone up a ton. I feel like my capability of thinking about certain things or my outlook on certain things have gone up a ton. And yeah, it legitimately makes you smarter. Of course, knowledge makes you smarter, but it will also make sure that you're more focused, that you're more locked in, as it is still almost like a working task that you need to do. It is something that you don't like to do, so there is discipline involved. And I think reading is definitely a very, very good one to include in your habits. And last but not least, is have a routine. Right? Have a routine in place where you're doing everything on certain times and you stick to these same times every single day. This way you will have a routine and you will find yourself in a momentum phase. This momentum phase will make everything so easy because it will be easy to wake up, it will be easy to read, it will be easy to backtest. Basically, whenever you set your mind on a task, you will do it right away. And this is such a game changer for me. This has been such a game changer for me. It literally gives me goosebumps talking about it because this is something I struggled with for such a long time, right? I would try to wake up at 5 a.m. for years and years and years, but it didn't work. But now I've been doing it for the last 3 months consistently, right? So really, try to include these habits and you will see your life change almost overnight. Now the strategy. I'm not going to talk about a strategy in this video because there are tons of strategy videos on YouTube and also on my channel. But there are some very, very key points that you need for your strategy to be successful for you. So the first one, it needs to fit you. Let's say, for example, you are a very impatient person, then it would be good to try out on a 1 minute or on a 5 minutes. And let's say you're a bit scared of taking too much risk in such a short amount of time, then take one on a higher time frame, right? Where you're taking the real big positions. I've noticed that I was always person A, where I would enter on the 1 minute, right? And now I'm trying the higher time frame approach and I really, really like it. And I found out that this is what I actually needed instead of this instant gratification one, the 1 minute and the 5 minute time frame. Now, it needs to fit your current lifestyle. Of course, if you're working a 9 to 5 and you are absent during London session and New York session, it's going to be very difficult to trade, for example, a silver bullet. So it needs to fit your current lifestyle. And there is nothing wrong with creating a swing trading position, and there is literally nothing wrong with creating a swing trading strategy because you're working a 9 to 5. So a lot of my mentees are working a 9 to 5, and what I always say to them is, do you have access to your PC or your charts doing work? A lot of them are entrepreneurs, so they have. Okay, then we can go ahead with basically any strategy that you like, right? But I would still like you to do your analysis before work so that you have the full concentration in there. But to follow up or to enter, you can do it on your PC if you have access. Now, if you don't have access, for example, I have some guys working in construction, then it is very important we are going to create a strategy that works around that, right? You're not going to be doing a silver bullet. You're not going to be doing an Asian sweep, for example. You're going to be focusing on, okay, my swing trading positions. I need 1 to 2 trades a week. How are we going to find them, right? So entries on the 1 hour, entries on the 4 hour. Because at these timeframes, it doesn't matter if you're absent during London or New York. You can also take them after your work. Now, it also needs to fit your desired lifestyle. This is a very good one already to think about. Let's say, for example, you are 40 years old. Let's say you're 20 right now. If you're 40, let's say you're 60. You want to take life a little bit slower. You want to take it a little bit easier. Do you really want to stress every single day on that 1 minute and that 5 minutes? I don't think so, right? I think you would rather go to a swing trading strategy. So try and already build that strategy for yourself so that you don't have to switch later on. Now, of course, if you don't see yourself trading in 10 to 15 years, then it's not applicable to you, and then maybe try to make as much money as possible right now. But still, I'm not saying that the 1 minute is going to be the play for that. And I'm also saying it is not, right? Because I love trading the 1 and the 5 minutes. I'm just trying different things now. and I have to say, I like it. Also very, very important that you understand your strategy, of course. Some people, they try the strategy and they don't understand it for a bit. They go to backtest it right away, and then they're confused why their win rate is 20%. You need to understand your strategy. This is gonna be very, very important. So make sure you do everything in your power to understand it as soon as possible. Also, I want you to like your strategy. I don't want you to be executing something that is not for you, right? For example, for me, I would never do the indicator strategies as I completely don't like them, right? I don't understand them. Even if I understood them, they're too simple for me. I would like to have something where I analyze the market so that I also understand why it is going up or down. So again, this is going to be very personal, but find something that ticks all of these boxes. Now, risk management system. You need to have a very, very good risk management system and something that again fits you. So first of all, you need to determine for yourself, am I going to trade live capital or am I going to trade prop firms? Now, for live capital, I would say, again, ask yourself, do I have 50K laying around, or what is my budget right now? If I have 50K, once I'm profitable, I can go full time in a matter of a couple of years with this 50K. Let's say, for example, you only have 5K or 1K or below that, then it's gonna take a long while trading this live capital, also risking everything that you have by doing it this way. Now, you could also say, I'm going to do prop firms. You have to remember, prop firms, there are a lot of rules that are going to make it very difficult for you. There are a lot of rules that are going to mess up your psychology. The thing is, there is a lot of leverage with prop firms. For $500, you could get 100K in funding, right? With these $500, if you spread it right, you get, for example, 5 20K challenges, and this is very, very scalable, right? And then you can use this to get to a live capital account. So that is what I would suggest to you. So then you have challenges and your funded account. I treat these very, very differently, because you want to get through these challenges as quickly as possible and you want to hold your funded account as long as possible. Why go through these as quickly as possible? As it's in another video, but still, it is very important that you're not going to be stuck on these challenges as you're not making money right here. If you're not making money, but you're putting in a lot of effort for such a long time, you're going to really get discouraged, and then when you start losing, it's all going to come down on you. So it is very important that you're getting as quickly as possible out of these challenges and as quickly as possible into a funded stage where you can start earning money. Now, in order to do this, risk more on challenges and risk less on funded. With risk more, I mean 1.5 to 2% a trade. At risk less, I mean 0.5 to 1% a trade. And then as a bonus, like I said, it is very, very smart to spread your risk by having multiple accounts. So not one 100K challenge for $500. Instead, go to 5 20K challenges for $500. And then the last one is consistent effort. Consistency is going to be the #1 factor you succeed. And I couldn't express this enough right here or go over it enough. It is literally going to be the #1 factor. As you can see right here, I don't know if you see it very, very clear, but it is a picture of like a whiteboard in my office or my office at home. And it says monk mode Q4. As you can see, there are boxes, 90 boxes for every day of the monk mode. And literally in every box, I write down the time I got up and if I did all of my goals that I have right here. Then I have October and weeks, with all boxes things that I need to do, and basically my overall goals. And then I basically keep consistent with myself every single day for these all 90 days. And what I like to do is I like to do monk mode principles from 90 days, 60 to 90 days, where I work. I try to work as much as possible, and then I take time off. After this monk mode, I'm probably taking a pretty long vacation, but then I deserved it, right? I deserved it because I put in the consistent effort. And I made sure this momentum thing never stopped, right? The momentum always kept on going and going and going and going. That is exactly what you need in order to become a profitable trader. You need to be developing the skills. You need to be developing the habits. You need to be developing your strategy and understand it as much as possible. Find a strategy that fits for you. Have a very good risk management system that you understand and that is based on if you're trading a live capital account or prop firm account, with having in mind passing the challenges as quickly as possible, holding my funded account as long as possible, and then you need to put in your consistent effort. This is literally the blueprint to get successful in 2025, 2024, even. We have still some time this year, and follow this to a T if you want to get a profitable trader. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.